All right, let's dig into a new name that's popped up online, Subline Shop. That's SUBLINE.shop. Simple question, really. They're selling stuff online, but are they legit? Is it safe for you to, actually spend your money there, or is this a big flashing scam alert?
Exactly. And our mission here in this deep dive is to look past the shiny website design. We're using a risk assessment from XGuide published earlier this year. They tried to find objective data, facts, not just how it looks.
Okay, and this is where it gets tricky, right? Because when you land on Subline.shop, it looks professional. You see the little padlock, SSL encryption, secure connection, check. It's running on Shopify, a huge platform lots of people trust. And importantly, they take Visa, PayPal methods that usually give you buyer protection.
They do, and that's the hook. That initial feeling of trust. It makes perfect sense, but it's almost too easy. A bit of SSL running on Shopify, maybe $50 total. That gives this instant veneer of trustworthiness. But remember, SSL just protects the data transfer. It says nothing, absolutely nothing about whether the seller will actually ship your product. We have to look beyond that.
Right. So, okay, let's do that. What did the independent checks, the ones from XGuide, actually uncover? What's hiding behind the curtain?
Well, this is where the alarm bells really start ringing. The source looked at external metrics and the trust scores, specifically from Scam Detector and Gridsoft. Reported is very low.
Very low. Not just like mediocre, but very low.
Very low. And these services, they're designed to flag high-risk operations. It strongly suggests a statistically high chance of issues, fraudulent activity, basically.
Oh, hang on. If the score is that bad, why not just say, avoid, full stop? Why dig deeper?
That's fair, but the assessment needs to show why. What makes it so risky? It's not just the score itself. First big thing. The site is listed as brand new, like literally just appeared. So there's zero track record, no history of happy customers, no proof they actually deliver anything.
No history. Okay, got it. What else makes it look, shady?
Then there's the ownership. Who runs Subline Shop? The details are totally hidden.
Hidden. So you can't find out who's actually behind the website.
Not easily, no. And that's rarely accidental. It feels like an intentional move to avoid accountability. If something goes wrong, you get junk or nothing at all. Who do you even complain to? There's no invisible to hold responsible.
Yeah, that doesn't feel good.
And add to that, website traffic is minimal. User reviews are practically non-existent. So you can't verify delivery. You can't verify product quality from other buyers. It's like a ghost shop.
Okay, so putting it all together. If you were tempted, maybe saw an ad, what's the bottom line risk according to this review?
The review is pretty blunt. They said they would not recommend ordering big or expensive items. The risk is just too high for anything significant.
But what if you really want that gadget they're selling? Is there any safe-ish way?
Well, safe is relative here, but the source did offer a risk reduction plan if you're determined. First, and this is key, order something cheap first. Test it out with minimal loss potential. Second, lean heavily on your payment method. Use PayPal or a credit card like Visa, specifically because they offer buyer protection. You're trusting them, not Subline Shop.
Right, using their refund process as your safety net.
Exactly. And finally, keep careful records. Screenshots, emails, order confirmations, document everything, just in case you need to file that dispute.
So this whole investigation really highlights something crucial for all of us shopping online. That professional look, the SSL lock, the familiar Shopify layout, the Visa and PayPal logos, it's just like the basic entry fee now. It doesn't automatically mean the store itself is trustworthy.
Precisely. Especially when you have external checks, like Scam Detector or Gridsoft, basically screaming danger.
It really makes you think.
It does. And maybe here's a final thought for you to consider. If hidden ownership and virtually no track record are such massive red flags, what responsibility do the platforms like Shopify hosting the store or the payment processors like Visa taking the money have? Should they be doing more to vet these new, clearly high-risk shots before letting them use those trusted logos? Something to chew on.